We left Zion National Park early in the morning, headed to Page, Arizona, where we had scheduled tours of Antelope Canyon. We booked 3 tours in one day for Upper and Lower Canyons, as well as Canyon-X, and it was a full day. Here you see the entrance to the Upper Antelope Canyon, which is in the washout plain. The canyons are formed in the Navajo Sandstone Formation, which were deposited about 180 million years ago. The erosion of the canyons was, of course, subsequent to that, but the rate of erosion has not been determined. All the property is Indian land, and you are required to have a Navajo guide, and tours are scheduled in advance. Video recording is not allowed. The Upper Canyon isn't more than maybe 150 yards long, and you can see the exit here, which is at a point where the flow of water enters the canyon. Before visiting the area, I was unaware that Navajo society is matriarchal and the family name follows the lineage of the females of the family rather than the males. The entrance to the lower canyon is also approached from the lower elevation. You can see that from the surface, the canyon is extremely narrow and indicates that the erosion that occurs here is exclusively from runoff and flash flooding. Our Navajo tour guide was named Nadine, and she was great at explaining many of the features of the canyon area and native culture. She used Janet's iPhone to take this picture in panorama mode, and I very much like this photo. The erosion of the stone, its irregular patterns and textures is just amazing. It is mind-boggling to consider the canyon filled with rushing water and the turbulence that would result. In this part of Arizona, flooding is a rare event. The lower canyon is somewhat longer than the upper canyon, and the exit is at the inflow plain. Antelope Canyon-X is less developed and only providing tours for a few years now. Canyon-X is considerably shorter and consists of 2 slot canyons that are separated by a wash. You enter from the wash area and go in one and back out the same way you came, and then do the same with the other canyon. The city of Page, Arizona was founded in 1957 and was a land swap with the Navajo Nation and was initially a home for workers that built the Glen Canyon Dam and created Lake Powell. When we visited, Lake Powell was extremely low and there was just a trickle of water being released by the dam, and consequently not much hydroelectric power was being produced. Another iconic view when you're in Page is Horseshoe Bend that is on the Colorado River just downstream of the dam.